It was really a hardware problem at that time. Okay, so what happened to you? I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, you know what? To be honest with you, I was really worried at that time because I'm thinking maybe there's something about me that she doesn't like anymore. Yeah, because I was really expecting you every night, and I don't know. No, that's fine. Anyway, I still had a lot of students when you were gone. Most of them are kids, so it's kind of fun. But yeah, I did miss you. I mean, you have a new hair color now. Oh, I see. Okay. Well, where did we left off the last time? I couldn't remember. Are you using a different account right now? Oh. Oh. I see. I see. Yeah, because I was looking for our chat record so I can remember what we talked about before, and we can move forward from that. But I guess maybe I can just ask you instead. Do you still remember the last thing that we discussed before? Ah. Oh, okay. In, on, and at. So those are actually things, or those are the type of words in the English language that are used for you to tell someone about the location of something, or tell someone about time. About time. So, do you want to continue practicing from that, or do you want to maybe we can touch another topic? Some review. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, the best way, I guess, that we can test that is here. I will send you like a picture, okay, and then you will describe the picture or the things in the picture using in, on, and at. Okay, and after that we can try to have a discussion about maybe some things that are currently happening, maybe in China or in the world, where we can use the in, on, and at that refers to time. That refers to time. Okay, okay. So first I'll send you an image. I'm not sure how big it will appear on your end, but please let me know if it's too small. Okay. Okay. So I'm sending it to you right now. It should you should receive it in a few seconds. Okay. Do you see? Okay. So now maybe you can tell me, describe to me the location of those of the things that are highlighted there. Let's just say that I cannot see the picture. Okay, and then maybe I'm someone who lives in the same house. We live in the same house, and then I'm going to ask you the location of something. Okay, like for example, Ellen, can you tell me where the pot plant is? Cupboards. Okay, very good. Okay, that's a very good use of the in, on, and at. Okay, so just some corrections. Okay, now when you read this word, okay, you don't pronounce the letter P. Okay, so you pronounce it like there's no letter P in there. So just cupboard, cupboard. Yeah, cupboard. Yeah, don't pronounce. Yeah, you don't pronounce the letter P. Cupboard. Cupboard. Okay, very good. Okay, and then when you say that something or the pot plant is at the top on the left, okay, that's also correct. But maybe we can make it shorter. So instead of saying at the top on the left, you can just say on the top left. On the top left. Okay, or sometimes you can even skip the on and the You can just say top left. Okay, you can say something like, okay, Ellen, the pot plant is on the cupboard on the top left, or on top left, or it's on the cupboard top left. Okay, so that's still correct. It's understandable. Okay, so you can say, maybe I'll just write it down so you don't forget. Okay, so on the cupboard. Okay, but when you type the word cupboard, you need to put the letter P. Okay, I nearly got confused. I did not put the letter P. on the cupboard top left. Okay, you can say something like that. Okay, all right. So, okay, this time I will ask you. Okay, can you tell me where the chair is located? Close to the table. Okay. Okay, so you can say in between. In between, yeah. In between the drawers and the table. Okay. Or you can also say, if you are facing the sink, the chair is behind the table. So I'll type it. If you are facing the sink, it's behind the table. Or, I'm sorry, it's not typing for some reason. Okay, so anything that's at the back, okay? So this is behind me. You see? My hand is now behind me. Behind. Okay, so behind. Okay? Or you can use at the back. Behind or at the back. Okay, just like a while ago, there was a handsome man behind you, but he now left. I don't know who that is. Okay. Okay. How about let's see what else is in here. Okay. Do you see any rags there? Okay, so rags is a piece of cloth that we use to maybe if the floor is wet, we used to wipe the floors, or sometimes we just step on it so that the floors will not get wet. Okay, so that's a rag. Okay. Okay, so there's no rag. Okay, very good. Yeah, because there's no rag. Okay, but usually a typical kitchen, usually there's a rag on the floor in front of the sink. On the floor in front of the sink. In front of the sink. Do you see the sink? Yes, because the sink tends to get wet, right? So you don't want your floor to be wet because people might slip. So usually there's a rag there. Okay, so okay, if you want to describe to me something that's below the table, how do you say it? Below the table. Let's say there's there's a spoon. For example, there's a spoon below the table. Okay, so aside from the word below, how else can you describe to me? Under the table, on the floor. Yeah, on under the table. Yes. Okay, it's on the floor, but it's under the table. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Ellen, I want to ask you, where do we find the sugar? Sugar in the cupboard. In the cupboard. In the cupboard. Okay. Okay. Very good. Okay. Ellen, I want some ice. Can you tell me where the ice is? Okay. In the fridge freezer. Hey, can you say it again? In the fridge freezer. Okay, so do you have a name for fridge in China? No. Do you have a Chinese translation for fridge? Ah, okay. All right. All right. So instead of that word, in English it's fridge. Okay, fridge. Actually, the proper name for that is refrigerator.